Alright guys, just now getting some parts coming in. Let me show you what we've done here. We have, hold on, let me get situated. So I'm working on these new Dr. Pulley rollers. So basically what happens is it goes in like this. Okay, this goes against the center of the variator. And when it slides out, it pushes against the ramp plate. So you can see where the mark is. So the further this thing moves out, the higher it pushes this ramp up. I believe this is the correct way. Here is the directions not in English, but let's see if there's anything in here. Okay, there you go. No more power loss at takeoff. But center, outer of the ramp plate, into that. So that's exactly how I have it here. And let's get this together. Okay, so that's fits very tight. I like that. I got a good feeling about that. I've already greased up my variator. You guys probably don't need to know how to do that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slide this back on. And we're going to work on getting the belt and everything back together. Okay. So there's little teeth in the back of this. And you want to make sure that they're lined up on the spline here. It may take you a few tries to get it. Try not to drop that. Now, I've already greased it. Alright. Now, the hard part is you got to put the new belt in your clutch. So give me 1 minute here. I'm going to grab the clutch and I'm going to try to see if I can get it in there. Alright guys, let me show you what I did. So this twist, the top part, you take your old belt and you just mash it in the end of it there. And you take your new belt and you slide it in like that. And that's it. You have your belt in the groove and it'll slide on. So give me 1 minute here. I'm going to go ahead and situate you so you can see it. I'm going to have my assistant pull out her belt. Okay. Now your belt will have an arrow on it, which way it needs to spin. And I got it going the right direction. So slide the pulley on. If I can. That is not on, but it's closer than it was. So let's see. There we go. Don't forget your little washer. Okay, so if you look back here, there's a groove. You've got to get it on that groove in order. Now, see it's on the groove? If you don't get it on the groove, it won't go together. So that's her. Don't forget this little washer here. Alright. I went ahead and sanded this light sandpaper last time. So we're going to let that be. Go ahead and slide on your clutch bell. There, put that back on. I'm really struggling today. Okay, should go flush. This is still on. Take your boss here, or your drive face, and you have to kind of finagle it until you get it to bite. Okay, so that's it. Now you put the cover on it, and I'm just going to check a few more things while I have it together. Loosen up this belt. You want to make sure you get this belt as loose as you can get it, just to make sure you have enough room to get everything on. Alright, so once you checked everything, everything looks good. Put your cover back on. This last time was a little tricky. I forgot what I had to do. It's a little tricky, like it wants to go, but it doesn't. See how it's lined up a little bit? So you just kind of have to play with it. There we go. That's her. So I'm going to go ahead, put the center bolt in. And I'm going to have my partner hand me a ratchet. Would you hand me a ratchet, please? And what I do is I just go ahead and start snugging up these. It won't hurt. I like to get it all together somewhat. So I'm just going to pause you while I snug these down, and then I'll show you how to torque it. Alright guys, so this clutch nut's 43 foot-pound. I'm going to have my assistant hold the rear brake for me, and we're going to torque that to spec. There's 43 on that one. And then the big one here, they call that the sheave nut. I've never heard of that in my life. Goes to 60. Which I think's a little extreme, but you know what? That's what the manual calls for. That's what it goes for. So, let me find a way to brace it. I'll show you how this thing moves. Okay, let me get a short extension. Give me 1 minute here. You have that short extension? I'll have you hold it while I torque it. Oh, no, I'll take that again. Yeah. Don't you dare. Come on around here. There we go. I'm doing that. Huh? I didn't pause it. Alright, so you have your little assistant hold it for you. And, well, I don't know. I guess the sheave nut went on around. Let me turn it again. Okay. Put that right there for me. Hold it snug in there. Yeah, it'll come back around. One more. Got it? Lock it up in there. There it is. Alright, so I got it all torqued to spec, new belt on, new rollers, and I'm just going to check it to make sure. I always loosen up my torque wrench to the lowest setting and then double check make sure it's, can't check it that way, can I? Always just check it to make sure that the torque wrench has been torqued down. There we go, perfect. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take it from here. So far, we've been 90 miles an hour with 2 passengers, or 2 riders. And I'm gonna take it from here and see if we can get close to 100 or faster. As always, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.